Welcome back to Sing with Cinderella. In today's tech episode, I'll be showing you how to make an audition cut in GarageBand. How you take your audio, whether you already have your piano soundtrack, how to upload it into the program and make the cut there, or if you are starting fresh, you don't have the track yet, you're pulling it up from YouTube, how to download it, import it into GarageBand, and get your audition cut set and ready to go for any in-person or online audition that you are having coming up. So no need to fret finding your place in the soundtrack before you audition. This way it is set for you. I'll teach you how to do a count in and you will be set. If you're excited about this video, go ahead and give it a like down below. Subscribe to my channel for upcoming videos. Hit the bell for notifications so you know when those pop up, and let's get into it. So let's say you are starting fresh. You do not have the score already. You don't have the soundtrack, the karaoke. So I'm gonna go ahead and look up, for example, I don't have the Maybe This Time soundtrack. So I'm going to look up Maybe This Time piano accompaniment into YouTube. And normally I have pretty good luck with this. So here it is, Maybe This Time piano accompaniment rehearsal track. That's probably the one. Let me go ahead and check it out, make sure that it's good. So I think this is the one, and that's actually where I wanted to start the audition cut, so I'm just going to take note of that timestamp for when I'm editing. Okay, so it's around 2:08. All right, so how do we download this track from YouTube? I love to use a YouTube to just MP3 converter. I typically just Google search it. So the one that I like to use, YouTube to MP3, you can just Google search it, and there are a couple of different converters, but I like to use this one. So it's just ytmp3.cc, and that's the website that I typically use when I'm downloading tracks. So I'm gonna take the URL of this, copy, and then paste into here. I'll click convert, download. All right, and now it's starting to play. Just ignore if it says update your Flash player. You don't need to do that. The download already started, so you're good there. And it's playing in iTunes, perfect. Now it is time to go ahead and open up GarageBand over here, and we can go ahead and start to crop the audio. We can just start an empty project here. And then for audio, just choose record using a microphone, because you might want to do a count in with your own voice, just so you have that option, create. Now, in order to get the tracks into the program, you'll want to open up your media browser to insert those. The media browser is in the top right-hand corner where my mouse is here. You have a little music note, a camera, a tape, a film scroll, so that's how you know that's the media browser. And then all of your songs are gonna appear on the bottom here, and you can scroll through them and also search. I'm gonna search, that's gonna make my life easier, and as you can see, I have two versions. I have Cabaret, Maybe This Time Taylor Flowers, and Maybe This Time Cabaret. I'll play around with my YouTube version here, so all I have to do is just hold it down, drag, and drop it onto the timeline, and that's gonna add it there. So now I'll just skim through here and move around the playhead and press the spacebar to play and find that timestamp I was looking for when my audition cut begins. I like to give myself a little introduction, so I'll give myself 2 to 4 bars just so that I'm hearing it, establishing the key in my mind before my audition truly begins. So right now in my toolbar up above right here, I just have my bars, my beats, my tempo, and the key, which is not actually accurate. This is just the default settings. I haven't changed the tempo accordingly or the time signature and key signature. So I'm gonna change the settings here so I can see the times. So I'm gonna go to beats and time, just change that setting for yourself, and you'll be able to find where it's at if you are going according to that. So I remember it was around 2 minutes. So I'm gonna search for it and just rotate playing it and finding it. Perfect, so that's where I want my audition cut to begin. I'm just gonna move around the playhead to where I think I want it, and let me just make sure. Perfect, so that's where I want it. I'm gonna move it back to 159 now. I'm moving the playhead just with my mouse. And now, once I have it where I want it, I'm going to double click, and then I will split at playhead. This is going to separate the two regions of the soundtrack. I can delete that beginning part. I don't need it. It's not going to delete it from your library, just delete it in your project. And then I'm gonna slide it to the very beginning, And then I want to bring back that audio track that we made in the very beginning. We put this over it, but I want to have a separate audio track. It's always best to have a separate one and not record over what you already have, so that if you want to mute something or if you mess up, it doesn't interfere with the other track. So I'm going to create a new track for my count in. So I'm going to go to audio, record using microphone or line input. That's the one that I want. Create. Perfect. And then I'll rename this by just double clicking on the name and I'll say count in. Perfect. So I'm going to move this a little bit, just give myself extra space. So typically when I do my count in, I like to set myself up for success and I like to establish the key. So I'll count in the key, or I'll give myself the starting pitch that I need to start on, especially getting into an audition cut. Now this one's pretty difficult just because it's getting into a key change in my audition cut. We're changing key through the intro into where I start. So I'm going to make sure I give myself the starting pitch of where I need to start singing. I'm going to hum that pitch in my mind before I actually start singing. So that might be helpful for a beginner singer. I'm going to listen for the key here. Ba, everybody. So that's my starting pitch. Da. So I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure that you're selected on the count in. So as you can see, this one's lighter gray. So I know that I'm making sure I am recording on this track rather than this one and recording over it. You don't want to do that. And then I'm going to hit record up there. Let me just refresh that key one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. And make sure that I'm feeling the tempo, because this is what's establishing it for your audition cut. It's going to help you out and not hopefully hurt you. So immediately get rid of that extra space because you're trying to establish time. That's going to throw you off. So I'm going to slice that. I'm going to crop that just so that it just has what I need. And then I'll keep on toggling with this. The count is not completely necessary, but it is helpful if you like that. And I'm just going to keep on toggling here and sliding them over until the timing is just right. So now it comes time to export and start using this. I'm going to select all of these tracks to make sure that all of them get exported. I'm going to click on Share up above and then Song to Music. Or you can do AirDrop and AirDrop it to your phone, for example. But let's do Song to Music. And then I will name it, maybe this time, Audition Cut. And I'm going to do it in highest quality. I like that. Perfect. Export cycle area only or length selected regions. Perfect. And share. Bouncing, converting. Wonderful. And then we have it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like that, we have our audition cut set and ready to go. I am wishing you the best of luck in your upcoming musical ventures. I'm cheering you on, wishing you the best. Thanks so much for watching this video. I really hope it helped. And if you have not already, please give this video a like down below. It really helps the algorithm. Check out my channel, my other videos, and make sure you subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications, and I hope to see you next time.